doctor's appointment, and it actually went really well. They dilated my eyes, which I was not very excited about. I went to my appointment at 10:15 a.m. and I was out by 10:37, so there wasn't really a long wait today. very judgmental when it comes to not knowing how to do that, because everybody I know knows how to ride a bike. Let me put some icing on your face. my interests because I care about them as a person. So, I mean, I have friends who are into hobbies that I have never even done before. One of my friends is really into kayaking. I've never been on a kayak. I don't know the first thing about kayaking, but I definitely have a lot of questions. I've asked questions, and I mean, it's cool to learn about and yeah, I just feel like it's a lot of fun to meet people who are very, very different than you are, because it gives you an opportunity to discover new things. Do we want a new trigger? So this is actually a headband that I wore as part of a Halloween costume from when I was a kid. When I was younger, my high school had a Halloween dance, and I dressed up as Alice in Wonderland, and this headband was part of the costume. And I gotta say that Halloween dance was so much fun. I had never been to a school dance before. I had been to one in middle school, but I had never been to a high school dance before. That was my first one, freshman year of high school. And it was so much fun. They had all of these snacks, and everybody was in costume, and then they had some parents as chaperones, and one of my friend's dad was a chaperone, and I was excited. I was like, hi, because I recognized him, and it was a lot of fun. You know, we were 14 years old, and so there was a little bit of drama at the high school dance. One of my friends got asked to dance by somebody, and she was very shy and she wasn't sure. And so I remember we sat down, and then she wanted to kind of talk about it. She's like, what do you guys think that I should do? And there was it was a lot of fun. I have so many good memories from that dance. I didn't go to another high school dance because I don't think my school hosted very many, and when they did, it was always at a time that I couldn't go because I had extracurricular activities and was there's some community activities that you can do. I've seen signs lately around my town for summer art stuff that's good for the whole family, it says, so maybe I'll stop by one day and check it out. I'm very shy, so sometimes meeting new people can be a little challenging, although I have met a lot of new people this year. I forgot to show you guys this trigger. This is the macadamia nut. I think it's just has sea salt. I really like macadamia nuts, and I've been really into snacking on them lately. I don't know, I just like the taste. I love this blue, by the way. It's a very pretty color. I know that has absolutely nothing to do with what I was saying, but I really like the shade of blue. I think it's pretty. chill day. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I got up and then I got ready. Kind of just took my time this morning and I had some breakfast. I had a bagel with cream cheese and some tangerine juice. And then I went to my eye appointment. And at first they weren't going to dilate my eyes because they thought that they did it last year. And I wasn't going to correct them, you guys, because I don't like getting my eyes dilated. But then they realized that they needed to do it, and I was like, oh no. But they actually did a really good job. I didn't feel anything. Usually it kind of like hurts a little bit, but I didn't feel anything this time. They got done with me pretty quickly. I don't know about you guys, but I'm super awkward at doctor's appointments. They start asking questions. And like, how's your day? Or what have you been doing? And for some reason, I just kind of freeze. And I'm like, oh, it was good. I don't know. I overthink appointments, which is funny because this was not a scary appointment. It was literally, I was just telling them what I could see and then what I couldn't. So I overthink. Even whenever I go to the dentist, I'm overthinking the social interaction. It's not even the dentist, it's the social interaction, because I feel like I never know how to answer them. Because usually whenever they ask me what I've been up to, it's like, well, I mean, I haven't seen you in 6 months. So what am I supposed to say? You know? So I usually just say nothing much, but I don't know. Do you guys actually answer that question? Like, if you guys want to know, watch my ASMR videos, obviously, because I talk about my life. Just kidding. I'm gonna go ahead and bring back the first trigger that I had because I think that one sounded super nice. I wish there was a better way to hold this because it feels really awkward whenever I'm holding it. Yeah, I do think this is a shower curtain because it's clear, but I mean, it could be one of those party tablecloths. Whatever this is, it's from a long time ago, you guys, because I found it in a cabinet with a bunch of stuff from when I was little, so probably why I have no idea what this is. I have no memory. I have a question for you guys. Would you rather remember the childhood memories? Because I know a lot of them get lost as you get older. And I don't know. I feel like I would want to remember some stuff, but not other things. Because whenever I was very, very, very little, I had to have surgery. Like, I don't think I want to remember that. I'm glad that I don't remember that, because that would have been scary if I remembered. So, certain memories, yeah, like that I would not want to have. Next time I'm in a really